Hey Mervyn, you're very welcome today. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Rosie. Doing
Good,
very well.
good you are. You're doing really, really well anyway so far in the program. So Mervyn, to give people an idea of what it's been like for you to use the weight loss clinic and Hypnoslim, to give them an idea of what it's been like, what would be the biggest difference you would have found with using our classes in one-to-one compared to other methods you would have used in the past?
Biggest one would be no shame, no feeling that if you step on a scale and you get off it and you haven't took anything off that you're not being judged. Not that I'm saying you were being judged, but it just felt that way. Was
Mm.
as we talked about before, people don't know what you get through during a week, what you've done, what you haven't done, and at the end of the day, it's only about the skills. And now for me, the biggest change is wanting to do exercise for myself, feeling that I'm cheating myself if I'm not doing exercise, which is just unbelievable. It just feels like I'm getting back to my old self.
Very good. Yeah. And did
Yeah,
you find when you were doing other programs that you didn't have that, like it was more of a chore and having to do it?
exactly. Yeah, because you were being denied things. The only thing they told you was don't eat this, don't eat that. It wasn't ever. For instance, the water. Who'd have guessed that a drinking an extra 2 liter of water today would save you maybe 500 or 600 calories on your intake in a day,
Mm,
which I know it does for me.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
drink some days I would drink 3.5, 4 liters of water a day.
I'm
Which
happy to do it.
which oh yeah, I'm happy to do it. Exactly. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, that's the magic,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah,
Because we all
yeah.
know, listen, we drink the water, we exercise, we eat less, we eat healthy foods, we'll lose it. But it's this, the whole thing with what we're doing here, which is unique, is giving you that power, that want, that desire for the
Yeah.
exercise, the good foods and so on. Okay, that's
Exactly. Yeah. People can tell you that they're blue in the face, and you know yourself. You know they're telling the truth, but sometimes you just can't get maybe the motivation. But with this, from my first session, it's changed my life. On the 17th of February was the first session I had, and my life hasn't been the same since it. All
fantastic.
all for the good.
Yeah, yeah, all
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so um having done, okay, so the February, so that's roughly about 4 months now that
Yeah.
you've been on this program. And can you tell us how much weight you've lost?
I've lost up to today. I've lost 25 kilo, which is 3.94 stones, which is 55 pounds. I've written that down here,
Wow.
which is unbelievable. Almost four. We're saying 4 months, but actually it's only 3 months because, as we know, last month I lost my mum,
Yeah.
which was something that really knocked me for six, obviously. But to keep going and say basically in 3 months they've lost 25 kilos just proves there are going to be things out there that knock you, that
Yeah,
come along and hit you, that unexpected things. But if you trust in the process and you just believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing, there's absolutely no excuse why this won't work for you. You
yeah,
have to be open for it. That's the only thing. People ask me what's the biggest thing. So you have to be open. There's no point going in there with a closed mind. You have to go in and want to change. If you want to change, the change will come
absolutely. Yeah,
without a
that's
doubt.
the most important thing. Like I just leave inquiries and that is what I'll always say to clients. You have to want it. It's not,
Yeah,
if it was a magic wand, sure, we would just, diggity, diggity, you'd be able to do it really easily. But we've got the process and the system to help you. But your part is that want to change. So when you come in, you allow the conscious part relax, allow
yeah,
that part of the mind. And
exactly. Yeah,
once you
yeah.
allow suggestions to go in. And the thing is, you have to trust your hypnotherapist as well, to be fair. Like, you're not going to get me up on stage with just any hypnotherapist because,
No.
I'm not going to trust them all. And it's
Yeah,
so important. And, that you can trust who you're going to see to do it, whether it's here or it's somewhere else, whatever. It's really important that you are in that environment where you can allow the mind to relax and trust that all the suggestions going in there are to help you change. And like this program is, yes, about losing weight, but I think it'd be fair to say, Mervyn, you would know because you've been through it. It's a lot more than looking at calories and looking at food, isn't it?
Exactly. In saying that, obviously, we've done some one-to-one work as well, which was dealing with emotional issues. Which, who would have knew me falling off a bicycle would have given me a fear of heights? Like that's just bizarre. Whenever you think about it, like
Can you
how the
remember
mind.
what age you
Yeah,
went?
I was 3 to 4 years of age at that. Whenever I didn't listen to mommy and cycled off and hit a car, and that's where my fear of heights came from. And now I don't. I'm not going to say I'm going to become a steeplejack for work, but I'm looking forward to the fun parks open again, that I can get to go on a roller coaster just to see if I really am over it. That sort of way. Like
Yeah, to
just
test
something
it.
challenging yourself to test yourself.
Yeah. Well, do
Because
you
at
know
the
what?
moment,
Even sorry, go on, go
no,
on.
go ahead, go ahead.
Because even by you saying that, I can't wait for the parks to open so I can test it. You're so
Yeah,
over it. Whereas if there was any doubt at all, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. You wouldn't even
I
have
would.
mentioned it
I would
there.
still be having the churning stomach, thinking about it. Like,
Yeah.
but now I don't have that. It's an excitement.
Yeah.
It's
Brilliant.
strange. Like instead of a fear, it's an excitement.
Yeah.
And that
It's
all came from, as I say, with the one-to-one work, which was very, very important for me. Obviously, there were other issues going on, and just to get a full reboot, reprogramming was very, very important. And
yeah.
now I've realised that I was 50 years of age, 51 almost whenever I started this, and you don't change 50 years of programming without help.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need help. It's
Important.
like if you've got a broken leg, you're going to use a crutch.
Yeah.
So this for me works, and
Yeah.
I can't talk highly enough of it,
Yeah. No,
and to anybody that'll listen.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
doing their heads in at this
yeah,
stage. No, it's great.
exactly.
You keep talking,
Yeah.
Mervyn.
Here's this fucking
Uh,
looper coming again. They're saying, here's this lunatic with his bloody hypnotherapy. And then it's, but look, fair play. He's lost 4 stone, like, so yeah, who's
oh,
wrong? Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and the really important part there that you mentioned about that was, it was sad for you last month to have lost your mom. And
Yeah.
old programming, would it be fair to say the old programming would have given up on whatever and used food to silence those emotions again? But this time, like we can say that there was no weight gain, there was no
No,
derailing, wasn't there not? You
no,
were in
there
control.
wasn't. There was obviously with someone so close when the passed in the 3 days usually before the or during from the death to the funeral. It's just absolute, yeah, it's just strange. It's so surreal. And obviously at that time I wasn't looking after myself, if you know what I mean, with the way of getting my exercise done and cooking my fresh meals and all that there. So there was more stuff was getting taken easy, the easy stuff. And then on the day of the funeral, our ones had ordered in grub, the typical Irish buffet, chicken goujons and sausage rolls and cocktail sausages and all that crap. So I had a couple of them there, and I says to the girl, I says, I'll take some of them home with me tonight. And about an hour and a half later, whenever I was leaving, she says, do you want some? I says, do you know what? I says, that's me. I'm quit that now. I'm getting back onto my path where I was before all this happened, because I would make mum proud as well.
Yeah,
And I just didn't take it. I just walked away and left. Are you sure? Are you sure? I says, I'm more than sure.
yeah,
You're never going to know how sure I am. And since then, I'm back on the path, coming in on the Wednesday night, which I feel is very important for me, because there are days whenever you get knocks. Whenever I can look forward to having a Wednesday night, just getting an hour and a half to myself of just chilling out, getting in the zone, and then the next day you're going for it again. We're ready to rock and roll again.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
that's really good because when you say there about like those couple of days around the funeral, and there's things there that are out of your control as well, in
yeah,
fairness, like your family member, you're there, like typical Irish, we're used to everyone coming in. You're not in control of food, but you were in control of your portions, which was good.
yeah,
And you had to eat something. But then once that funeral was done and the day was over, you you were back on track. straight away.
Yeah, I
That's
knew, and I
because
didn't realize it until I got to the point when I was leaving, and I go, right now it's time to go back to me.
yeah,
We've done this. This has all been done. I can't do anything else here.
yeah.
And now it's back. It's Merv time. Getting my life back again. You know.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. No, it's fantastic because we will have certain things, and it's about like even when we have people, um, not in the weight loss clinic, but in Irish hypnosis, when we would have people for smoking, we're programming them for any situation that might come up. Like once you've
Mm.
made that final decision, same with the weight loss. Once you've made that final decision, nothing can knock you off.
Yeah.
You're on track. Like you're on a road now. You're doing this because no longer is your past pulling you back, and you don't have to numb anything from there. It's just all new. That's
Yeah.
brilliant. And
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
can you explain a little bit about what life was like before coming to us here at the weight loss clinic in February,
Good.
if you don't
Fucking
mind?
hell, I dread to think what it was like, what I'd done to myself. I feel ashamed how I treated myself, to be perfectly honest. You give yourself absolutely no chance. Like it was, a cup of tea was accompanied by, well, it was more a packet of biscuits was accompanied by a cup of tea. Because if I opened a packet of biscuits, they went, every single one of them went.
Mm,
Did no chance. It was like a massacre.
yeah.
Why I done that, I have no idea. Because as soon as you done it, I absolutely hated myself. I shouldn't have done that. Jesus Christ, I should get up and go for a walk.
Mm.
No chance. Never done it. Know what I mean? Done absolutely nothing. Sat and watched TV all the time. And then that day, I remember looking through Facebook and I came across the advertisement and I went, oh, yes, this looks very, very interesting. Because that's hypnotherapy was something that has always interested me, and I went on the site, checked out the testimonials, and I remember seeing a woman, an older lady, I can't even remember her name now. And I was watching her testimony. It says from the first session, it says, and Rosie told me that I'm not going to want chocolate. I'm not going to want all nice stuff,
Yeah.
which
Sweet.
obviously we know now, yeah, isn't nice stuff. From the first time I had that session, I never touched them. And I went, Jesus Christ, I'll pay the money just to have that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And then I knew it was something for me. And then we got in contact. And 100% since then, I've had very, very little of that. And as I said, days come along when you do feel, when you do get a dig, or you feel weak. Maybe I've seen me going to the shop, driving here from the shop, going to the shop with all the intention, I want chocolate. I want chocolate. I want chocolate. And I walked into that shop, or I want crisps. That used to be my hangover cure.
Okay.
Big 12 pack of crisps and chocolate and all that crap.
Yeah.
And I've seen me get into that shop, the wee shop down the road, with full determination. Whenever I walk through that door, I'm going to get chocolate and I'm going to get crisps. And I walk around the fucking shop and I walk past everything, excuse my French. I walk past the shop and I walk past everything, and I came out with a litre of skimmed milk. And I went home and I went, right, that's that done.
Yeah.
Not even full cream milk, skim bloody milk for my porridge in the mornings, And then that was the time that I realized, I went, you have this, There are going to be times that you're going to get what is called the cravings, but
Yeah.
trust in the process, believe in yourself, and
Neither.
those times will pass. Like, it's like
Yeah.
everything; those times will pass.
That's funny. Actually, I'm just thinking next Wednesday
Yeah.
night when you're in Mervyn, I might just put in a little bit suggestion about how you won't need to leave the house.
No,
Give you
exactly.
the
Well, it took
hassle.
me the world
When
to go
you go
because I
to
walked.
hold the door, you get
I
that
walked,
appointment.
but I walked to the shop, so that was 2,500 steps as well, which was a good thing.
Oh, you walked? Brilliant.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
anyway. Tell me you won't bother.
So,
Oh,
um,
that's brilliant. So the biggest challenge you would have had, Mervyn, before coming here, what would it have been? The biggest challenge? Would it have been that sweet stuff
yeah,
or
definitely. I'm a chocoholic. I was a chocoholic, an absolute chocolate monster.
right?
Anything, biscuits, tarts, all that stuff, but anything chocolate, and that was mine. Like,
Yeah.
My ex-wife still says, she says, how the hell have they stopped you eating chocolate? She says, we couldn't have a bit of chocolate in the house whenever we were together. And she's 100% right. Like,
Yeah. I bet
I
you can
just
have
couldn't have it.
for your little one. I bet you can have it when she's there. You can have the chocolate or any of that.
Well,
Like it's a
she's
big
sitting, if we're sitting watching a movie or whatever, she'll sit and she'll have her popcorn or whatever she's having, or she'll have her sweets. She's not, touch wood, she's not a chocolate fiend. She has her mummy's taste, which is good, which is more savory, and she loves sour sweets, which I would never eat anyhow. It wouldn't matter if it was the only thing left in the house. Even 2 years ago, I wouldn't eat them. Like, but luckily she has that. So
okay, brilliant.
yeah,
Oh, that's really good. So also, you know, you've been here since February. So we've had you in the Wednesday night classes most weeks, and you've done a few one-to-ones. How does it feel knowing that you have maintenance? You know, that we have that monthly option for people to go along and to dip in and out. How does that make you feel going
so
forward? Like it's not like
yeah.
diets where you go on and off and then you're on your own and you keep like that maintenance. I find it's really important for me to have that for people. But how does that make you feel having experienced this?
Yeah,
Knowing
absolutely brilliant idea, and I would advise anyone that's done the 6 week course to do that extra month. Only if you use it once, you might use it once, you might use it twice a month, but to know that it's there when you're having a shitty day, that you've got the Wednesday I can go and I could have some time to myself. It's just like getting, it's just like getting your batteries charged up again to face what's coming to you in the future, because these
yeah.
are big changes we're making. This is a whole turnaround to what I believed in my life,
Yeah.
and to know that I have that on the Wednesday night, I can just sit down and I can just zonk out, and I'll get up the next morning and I'll go, right, we're ready to rock and roll again.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah,
charge.
I would advise anyone definitely to do that.
Okay, so is it safe to say you'd be happy to recommend coming to the weight loss clinic for people, Mervyn?
Anybody that'll listen to me. Anybody that'll listen. My mates are tortured. I'm a family members. I can't get it through to my family members enough, because
Yeah,
we are family, but we are a big family, and
yeah,
I just can't get it through to them enough, But at the end of the day, I can't. As I spoke about, I can't lead anybody else's life.
yeah. We spoke about that
Yeah,
earlier,
yeah,
and that's something that I've really had to learn as a hypnotherapist, knowing the power of the subconscious mind and what we can do with it. Sometimes I just have to keep my mouth shut too. Just go, do you know
yeah,
what? I can't help everyone, but all I can do is share that this is what you can achieve, and those who want to change generally get in touch. And
yeah.
other
That's it.
people, I find sometimes people will be looking, they might watch a video and then they might get in touch and then they have to be in the right zone. They mightn't come back to me for a few weeks, but that's a positive because
The seeds
yourself,
planted.
there's no point in coming in if you're just like, oh God, I'd love to just, lose a couple of pounds, there's a party coming up, or, if it's a very casual sort of, that'd be nice. But
Yeah,
you've got to feel that you've got to be fed up with where you're at, don't you? Like,
exactly.
for this to work.
Yeah,
You've got to be felt right.
yeah,
Whether somebody is half a stone, because Mervyn, we have people with half a stone in the class, that have half stone to lose. And then we have people who've more than that. They could have
mm,
10 stone to lose, whatever. But it's where your mind is. It doesn't matter how much you have to lose or who finds it easier. You're in your own lane, aren't you? And it's just
exactly. Yeah,
being able to feel that feeling of being fed up, the closing
yeah,
off thing. And the big thing is that addiction to sugar is huge. Like even in the last couple of weeks in the clinic on one-to-one, I've had people come in for just that. And like there was one lady I had her last week and she only has half a stone to lose. And to look at her, she doesn't, but she
mm,
thinks she has that half stone to lose. So if that half stone is making her feel not content. If she's
yeah.
not little, well, then you just use this to just flick the switch and make it up.
Obviously,
Yeah,
half a stone. Holy
I
God,
know
half
it's
a stone.
crazy. But
I
it's
can't believe that people would even that would even make someone, I suppose, unhappy, or that someone couldn't be happy with themselves for half a stone. We're talking with me. I was 30 stone when I started, over 30 stone, which is unbelievable. Like, it's the size of three smaller than average men. It's unbelievable whenever you think about it, like, you know. But everyone, as you say, if they come in and they're ready to change, no matter how much they want to lose, that's the only thing you have to do.
That's
Is
it.
come in to want, the rest will come for itself. Like, I would
Yeah.
never have thought 4 months ago that I would be cheating myself if I didn't do 15K on my trusty steed here on the exercise bike, you know. I never would have thought that, you know, and I love getting on it now. You know, I just put the TV on or put the radio on, and I just, before you know it, 15-minute bursts I do every day, which is 5Ks, which is about 130 calories every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is the equivalent of a very large banana.
It is awful. Do you know what, Mervyn? I'm so delighted for you. And you know, as I said to you when we were in touch in January, I think, and then start of
Yeah,
February, I remember saying to you, listen, if you're in that place, you want the change, just come in open-minded. And it's not that I take control of anybody's minds. That's not the case at all. You're fully in control. It's just about giving you all this
you
stuff.
give us the control again.
Exactly. Isn't that
That's the most
fascinating?
important. Yeah, yeah,
People have this thing, this misconception of you go to a hypnotist and they control you. It's the complete opposite. They
yeah.
actually give you back the
They
control.
empower
They
you.
come,
Yeah,
they come like when you come to me or anyone comes to me, they're coming with the solution already. It's actually beautiful. They're
yeah,
coming with it. I just have to help them, show them how to use it.
exactly. Yeah, 100%. The
Mhm.
seeds planted, and you're just putting the water on and letting it grow, isn't it?
That's
Letting the
it.
person be who they're supposed to be. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Well, I'm so happy that you've come in open-minded because you've changed these habits and you're continuing to change. This is going to keep coming off and you're going to be feeling better as time goes on as well.
yeah.
So thank you so much
My
for
pleasure.
sharing your experience because I have no doubt that's going to help other people. And I know that's a passion of yours as well, is
Yeah,
if it can help somebody else change. So I really appreciate it.
yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, will do. See you all on Wednesday.
Okay.